In recent years, bad behavior by football fans has become the norm. Cars overturned, bonfires started, and it's all made going to the stadium a very risky proposition. But last November at a Buffalo Bills home game, one couple's enthusiasm just overcame them. Court TV's James Greenberg has a story. James?
Thanks, Nancy. It was an incident that made him a national icon, a hero to some, the definition of lewdness to others. In his first sit-down TV interview, Thomas Chakowski tells me what happened when he and his fiancée gave physical expression to their deep love for one another in front of 50,000 Buffalo Bills fans. I'm James Greenberg at Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Football season's just beginning, but Buffalo is still buzzing about something that happened at a game last November when #1 Bills fan Thomas Chakowski and his fiancée became the first spectators to be penalized for illegal forward motion. What went down at Ralph Wilson Stadium that day?
The Bills scored, I scored. Put it that way. The Bills scored, I scored.
They were in the act of fornicating.
They were arrested by the stadium security, and there was somewhat of an uproar about it the next day.
Last November, the Buffalo Bills' self-proclaimed #1 fan, Thomas Chakowski, set a new standard for outrageous stadium behavior. As the Bills grappled with the Indianapolis Colts, he and his fiancée Mia engaged in what a judge would later define as public lewdness.
It's a story that was picked up by everyone from CNN to Jay Leno.
With Chakowski defiantly promising a repeat performance, his story gained national media attention and the wrath of a Buffalo Bills organization eager to make an example of him.
Public lewdness, which is a violation of the New York State Penal Law, which is a Class B misdemeanor, states that if there's any, let's say, inappropriate or lewd act that's viewed by the public, it can be construed as public lewdness.
I was way up. You probably needed binoculars to see what I was doing anyways.
Though they maintain they never actually achieved intercourse, Thomas and Mia were each fined $500, sentenced to community service, and banned from Bills games for a year. But Chakowski insists his antics pale beside the extreme behavior he's witnessed among notoriously rowdy Bills fans. Do you almost feel like they're persecuting the wrong guy?
Compared to these other supposedly huge Bills fans that go in there and throw bottles at people and fight, at least I was trying to be inconspicuous. I went way up on top.
But those who witnessed the incident disagree. Larry NEPHEW, who was attending the game with his sons, felt compelled to testify against Chakowski.
You go to a game, you expect to put up with a certain amount of stuff, but you don't expect to, turn around and see a couple having sex in the stands.
Chakowski says that he warned those around him of what he was about to do, but he acknowledges that it would have been impossible to alert all 50,000 spectators.
I told this guy with his 14, 15-year-old kid, he might want to move his kid down to a lower level. Maybe the guy should have left this kid there to, he wouldn't have to explain the birds and the beast to his own son.
What was it about this incident that pushed it over the line?
I think the fact that they were naked from the waist down had a lot to do with that.
The Buffalo Bills organization refused to be interviewed for this story, but this incident has led them to take dramatic steps to crack down on out-of-control fans. Do you think that this event has ruined the Buffalo Bills' reputation as a family-oriented operation?
It's definitely hurt this and other incidents. The fighting, the vomiting, the urinating.
Well, I thought that what they did was wrong.
Now, if people didn't want to see what they saw, keep your eyes on the game, not on me.
Should Thomas Chakowski be banned from attending Bills games?
If I was in charge, I would not let him in anymore.
Still, Thomas Chakowski remains unapologetic.
If you don't want to see it, don't look. Hello?
If you can't have sex at a Buffalo Bills game, where can you have sex?
Woodstock, 99.
One update, Thomas and Mia were back in the news this week announcing the birth of their baby girl, Brooke. And Nancy, if you do the math, that child could not have been conceived at the Buffalo Bills game.
I'm so happy they went somewhere private, like the top of the bleachers. I say ban him. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Nancy Grace. Thanks for watching, and from all of us, good night.